how are you all doing? I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. Mine's been very busy, and today has been the first chance I've got to film this video. So I thought today I would film a whip parade ready for 2023 and also show you a little bit of haul that I've got and plus a little bit of progress. I'm probably going to not focus on progress as much because, you know, it's nearly a new year and I'm going to be doing whip go. So I'm filming in my bedroom today, so sorry if the lighting's not that great. It's just that's where all my whips are. It makes it a lot easier for me rather than hauling it up and down the stairs. Sidney's sat just here, so if you can hear his tablet go off. Hello. Do you want to come say hello? He's waving. So yeah, if you hear sounds in the background, it's just Sidney. I'm sure he'll make an appearance very soon. So if I start with haul, and then I'll go on to my whip parade, starting with the projects that I've been working on, so I can show you the progress. And then, yeah, I've actually only got enough space on my phone currently for 54 minutes worth video, so hopefully it's under that. Otherwise it will be a cut off, just like my last video, 2 videos back. So firstly I'll show you what I've bought on Etsy. So first up is a bit of fabric. So this fabric is actually for something else that I'm about to show you. Actually, I've done it the wrong way around really. I will show you what I got for Secret Santa. I'm in a Facebook group for UK Mirabilia Stitchers, and we all did Secret Santa, and oh my gosh, I got the most amazing gift. So I opened up this box and there was 8 presents, and the lady who did it for me told me to open them in order. So I did, and first thing to show you is this absolutely amazing project bag. So I believe she made this, and I put in my my likes and dislikes that I like woodland animals, farmyard animals, and aptly so. Look at that fabric, it's so cute. And also the vinyl on the front is sparkly. I mean, this just blew me away. So to have all these other things as well. So I'm not showing you in the order of 8 that she did. I can't remember, to be fair. But secondly, she got me my very first Nora Corbett. And this one is Holly. Show a bit closer. And how absolutely stunning is she? I haven't actually ever purchased any of these because my tastes do change quite a lot. I quite like the Halloweeny looking ones, but yeah, I'm definitely in love with this. And hopefully when my whip go says that I can have a new start, this will be the first one I go to. So I'm just going to start putting things back in the project bag as I show you. So I opened another gift, and inside was all the DMC threads to start Holly. So, you know, even with those 3 alone, I was like, wow, she's put so much time and effort into these gifts. I opened this little tin. It says Merry Christmas. And inside are the 2 Krennics that it requires. So, I don't know if they've got names or just numbers. 0015.
Numbers, Mummy.
I don't know if that's number 4. Oh, they both say number 4 Krennic. So 0015 and 1432. They're just so sparkly. I've never used Krennic before, so that's going to be an experience. And she also got me some of the beads to put on. Well, when I thanked her, she said she was very frustrated. She couldn't get both sets of beads. And so I looked at the back and I ordered the red beads myself. So they're coming in the post eventually. I managed to find them on Amazon in the end, actually, because I looked on quite a few online shops, and they were all sold out. So to go along with those lovely beads, she got me a sticky bead mat. And it was quite funny because we all had a Zoom video, and I opened this and I was like, what is it? I had no idea. But like I said, I've never done beading before, but that will definitely come in handy. Also in there was a little pack of needles. I'm just wondering whether these are... They're blunt point. I'm wondering if they're small enough to do beading. Oh, they're not. Nothing's going to focus today, is it? It might be small enough to do the beading. Fingers crossed. And then there was these really cute little things. You can see them. A little watermelon and a lemon. And they're like stitch markers, place markers. I don't really know what they're called. I know what they're for. So that was a lovely surprise. So she has got me, sorry, trying to put everything back. So basically she's got me everything I need to start the Nora Corbett, apart from the fabric and the other set of beads, which I've already ordered. And then from Etsy, I did order some fabric. And this is it. I don't know if you can see very well, but it's hand dyed. To be honest, the pictures showed this more of a burgundy colour, and actually it's pink. However, I still think holly will look great on it, so I'm not too disappointed. It would have been nice if it was a richer burgundy colour, but I do know it is quite hard to photograph fabric, especially the hand dyes, so it can't be helped. And I can't complain because I remember in the description it said the 32 count Murano dyed up a lot lighter. So, and this is from a shop called River Hut Designs. I believe they're quite popular here in the UK. This is the first time I've ever used them, and this fabric has literally taken like 2 days to get here, even with Christmas going on, so I certainly can't complain. 100% will shop again. So I'll put that away. So I'm just waiting for the beads, and I have a fully kitted Nora Corbett, which is very exciting. And why is it, like, when you get one, I've spent quite a lot of time now online looking at other ones. There's quite a lot of just really cute ones. There's quite a fair few that aren't to my taste as well, but that's the same with anything, isn't it? Right, so I can now put that fabric in with the chart. It is a fully kitted Nora Corbett. I'm excited. Right, where's it gone? So my second purchase I want to show you from Etsy is so cute. So those who know me in real life know that I used to keep pet ferrets. So I went onto Etsy and I was looking at Canny Little Fox because Jess and Ryan from Cross Stitch and Smiles always talk about Canny Little Fox's project bags and their travel cases, and I've seen that Jess is a big fan of the travel cases, so I thought I'd get myself one. And oh my word, look at this fabric. It's little ferrets dressed as reindeer. They are so cute. So this one's the travel case. And then, so I'm not really using it to its full potential right now because, well, I don't travel with my cross stitch, but I did like the thought of having somewhere to keep everything while I'm at home. So this is the inside. It's very disorganised. So here's to put your bobbins, which I have done. And it's quite nice because the one I'm doing with this only has that amount of colours, so it's very easy to keep it in this. Obviously, a scissor fob bit, a bit to thread needles, and when I've been packing away my project, I have been putting the needle back on here. Because even though needle minders are good while you're working, I find sometimes when I put a project back in the bag with the needle minder on, the needle will slide off sometimes. So that's what I'm doing. And then this side bit, I believe, is more to like put a chart and then your project. But I won't be doing that because my chart's on Pack and Keep part on my tablet. But I was so in love when I ordered this. I ordered this probably a couple of days before Christmas, and it arrived literally the day before the strike started. So I don't know whether that's the 21st or 22nd, but it came quick. So I would definitely recommend this shop. It's just so cute. But yeah, so those are my purchases from Etsy, the fabric and the case. So moving on to Christmas, I actually got 2 kits for Christmas, but obviously my family don't know about the whole Joy Sunday thing, even though I keep going on about it. Sorry, I've just got a message. Yeah, so my family don't really know about the whole Joy Sunday thing, even though I keep going on about it. So it can't be helped. I'm very grateful for the gifts. They just see me as a cross-stitcher and they buy a design that they think is cute. So I still think they're very cute, but I'm trying not to collect more Joy Sundays. But either way, so my mum bought me this very cute owl chart. She knows I like owls. And my boyfriend, this one's not Joy Sunday to be fair, but it's definitely a Chinese knockoff. He bought me a Highland cow, a very colourful Highland cow, and both of them are 11 count on printed fabric, which I've already got my plans for this year, and I've got space on my whip grow board for 2 new starts. So one of my new starts is definitely going to be the Nora Corbett, and my second new start, I'm not too sure, but I doubt they're going to be one of these, unfortunately. But I am very grateful. I'll get round to them eventually. And that was it for my haul. I have quite a few things to come actually. So I'm still waiting on my needle minders from Crafty Emily. I'm really excited to get those. And I'm also waiting for my beads and some like Thread Magic thread conditioner thing as well. I think that's it now. And the thing is, I've put myself on a spending ban for 2023, like a cross-stitch spending ban. Unless it's either fabric or threads that I need for my Whip Go plans, I don't anticipate to buy any more kits or charts really, because my stash, especially since starting Flosstube, my stash has grown quite a bit. So this is what holds all my stash. So I've got a whole, well, the bottom drawer's knitting, but so I've got 4 drawers and then some of the books up there and folders up there. And now it's spilling out into this. You can just see like a carrier bag down here. That won't fit into there. I think that's it, but I just need it all to fit. I need to get some finishes. I need to feel encouraged again. So yeah, so I am going to show you my whip parade now, but I am going to get my Whip Go board because I want to tell you what my goals are as I go along. You see my bear? My mummy bought me this beanie baby. It's to celebrate the Queen's life. I'm actually a proper royalist, so she just knows me too well. How cute is that? It says 1926 to 2022. Inside it says Elizabeth II. I might cry. As a young queen, you gave us your word, above and beyond your life you served. A faultless reign as our head of state, Thank you for everything, Queen Elizabeth the Great. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, pop your bug up there, Lizzie. Right, so I just want to have my whip go board in front of me. So, the numbers have actually already been called for January, but I've decided I'm going to do from the 25th to the 25th. And if I've completed my goals for that month, I can then start again doing 25th to 25th for the next month. But if I get to the 25th January, the numbers are called, but my project's still outstanding, it still then gives me up to 6 days to try and complete them. And then from then I would do like the 1st to the 25th. It's not continued or work to the end of the month. I'm really out of breath all of a sudden, if that makes sense. So I have, so far number 6 and number 10 has been called. Number 6 is Ripples by Stephanie Law on Heaven and Earth. And it's actually a story keep, which means it's more of like a fat bookmark shaped design. And I'll show you the finished one here, or the design here. And I'll show you a picture where I was last time. Now. And I haven't done masses on this, but this is what I'm at now. I'll try and hide. Focus. So my whip go goal on this one is to literally finish the page. So as you can see, I haven't really got much to do. I know for a fact that I'll be able to finish this one this month, and it will be a tick complete for the first month of whip go. But this is such a beautiful design. Literally all these colours are so beautiful though, like teals, like blue, like green, absolutely stunning. And what you can see at the moment is like shadowy trees in the distance, and then close up branches, and then eventually I'll work down. I think the next page I'm about to do will be like the top of the girl's head, and then the one under that will finally be the fishes, which, let's face it, it's going to be the exciting part. I think I'm just doing this one on 25 count white, maybe not Ada, probably even weave. It wasn't anything exciting. And this was my very first Heaven and Earth I started as well. And I saw it and I just fell in love with it, to be honest. So, pop that on there. So number 10, that was called, is our Cottage Garden Samplings Barn Owl, which is from their A Year in the Woods series. So I haven't actually got a chart for this one because I'm doing it on my tablet. So I will put a picture in here. And I'm not sure if I've got a picture from before, but if I do, I'll also put it in here. And I've been working on this one today, and I think I've got quite good progress. Here we are now. So you really can't see my white stitches from there. So I've put, this is the owl's neck, so the head's sort of here, I think, and this is going down its back. So I'm nearly at its bottom tail feather now. So the size of it is probably slightly larger than my hoop. And yeah, today I've just been putting in these last little bits down here, and then I've been doing white last night. I was doing a bit of white, and I'm not going to get out of the hoop, but the fabric I'm working on is absolutely stunning. I have showed it before. It's a silk weaver, 28 count. I don't know, I want to say it's like Jobline or something, but it is beautiful. It's got pinks and very light greens, khaki, perfect for a woodland project. So those are the two really that I've got to show you progress wise, because I was doing things before or since my last video, but I've decided to sort of let that go. I'm going to start fresh. Those are the two projects you're going to see in my video over the January period. And then hopefully the first one in February you'll see some finishes. So I'm gonna get the projects now. So I've kind of kept them separately. So all the ones in this basket are ones that are on my whipco board to get a finish. Excuse me. So all in all, so far I've got 21 projects on the go. I can have 2 new starts this year to make 23 because I want to do 23 and 23. And I don't plan to finish them all. I think I explained in my last video. You know, if I finish my Country Companions one, for example, I can then start another Country Companions one. But I just want to get my projects right down, to be honest. So I'm going to probably remove them all from this, so I can put them back in as I go along. They're in a bit of a mess, if I'm honest. Look at them now. So we'll just pull from the top. I'm on my bed, sorry. So my very first one, I know this is one I haven't shown that I did work on, is this very cute Flower Fairies kit. I keep trying to see if it's in focus. Heidi. Is it gonna focus? There you go. She is the Lavender Fairy. And my progress is minuscule so far. However, my goal when she is finally called this year is to finish. But what I might do when I go back through these is remove all the hoops and stuff, because this may not be called until like next November, and then it'll be really, really hard to get the hoop mark out. So I might go through. I've just found an empty wallet, so I'm going to pop her in there. Just trying to stay very aware of the time, because if it cuts out, I will do another segment. So that's that. So next up is my Vavaco. It's a cushion kit. I think it is, I don't know if it's got a name. Oh, it has. Hedgehog with Berries. And for those who have been here the whole time, they will know that I have been working on this. I've got a hanger. Let's tuck that behind. I think I have done so much on this recently. So, ta-da! The hedgehog is coming into play. How good is that looking? I can see you. Now I can. I can see you. Now I can't. But yeah. So see, when I see it close up and I'm stitching it, I'm just like, oh, it looks a bit naff. But seeing it on camera now, held back, it's popping. Do you like this one, Sydney? Okay. So yeah. So again, my whip go goal is to finish this. I don't think it'd be that hard. Because once, I mean, I'll have a whole month to do it. Well, that and another one. But once you're in the mindset to just crack on with it, you do. I'll just put that there. So hopefully I'll get a lot of finishes this year. I think there was 12 to get finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 11 actually. 9 or 11. I can't count. So come a little bit closer. So next up is this lovely chart. And this is a design by Margaret Sherry. She's a very popular designer within the cross stitching world. And this was a free magazine chart. I want to say it's a really old one though. It's from like 2015. I could be wrong. And it's called Garden Adventure. And I haven't done this one for a little while. So I'll show you the design again. And this is how far I've got. So as you can see, I've got some really good progress on this, and finishing this within a month shouldn't be too hard. Fingers crossed. I'm just doing this on Basic Bitch White 14 count Ada, using my DMC threads, my stash threads, and yeah, I think it's adorable. So I think I stitched all of that within a couple of days when I first started. I had so much wind in my sails to get that done. And like always, something must have just switched up in my mind and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I packed it away. So I'm excited for this one to be called From Whip Go actually. Just crack on. So next up is the dreaded 5 and Sam cross stitch.
It's my one.
It is your one. Are you excited for Mummy to finish? So this is a £3 I found online by Alex Stitches. So it's Alex without the S, Titches.com. You can see it on there anyway. Even though my camera reverses, you'll get the gist. And I'm not marking it off on here because I've also managed to put it on Pattern Keeper since. And again, when this gets called, this is getting boshed. Because it's just one of those projects looming over me. So this is my pathetic progress on it. A bit of his face and chin strap. That is it. And it's on failed dyed plasticky 14 count Ada. But I've got to use it up somehow. And you won't be able to tell once it's in the frame. This one has just been looming over me for the longest time, to be honest. So it needs to be away.
Hello.
It may sound a bit sad, but I'm going to watch my very first video because I got a feeling that that might have been a whip parade. Or I have definitely done a whip parade. I'm sure of it. I'm going to go back. I'm going to watch it and see what my progress has been. Because it must be at least 6 months by now. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm going to go back and look. So next up, I'm going to have to insert a picture to this one. It is Country Companions. And I've said many a time, my mum stitched this one in the 90s and then gave me the chart to it a little while back. And it's called I Love You. And I'll insert the picture now. And what's that, Mara? Lizards. I'm not going to take out the hoop, there's no point. But this is how far I've got with this one. So I think this is the hedgehog's jumper. And if you've watched my last few videos, you'll see I've got many, many more Country Companion projects to do now. But again, if this gets called, this is getting finished. Because it's just something that's looming over me. And my heart is really with my Heaven and Earth ones. So I want to clear the way, clear the path, so that I can spend months at a time on the Heaven and Earth without feeling any kind of guilt. Especially because like toil that I'm doing is probably going to take like 10 years. So I just need to get on it. So next up is one that I've shown not too long ago, and it is Summer Memory Jars by Susan Bates, which I'll put a picture in now. This I think is 20 count and it's sparkly fabric. White 20 count sparkly Ada, and this is how far I got with that. So I made some pretty good progress with that. I've done 1 jar so far. It's really hard to hold when it's not in a hoop. A day at the beach. I would love a day at the beach. It's just miserable weather here. If you're lucky enough to live in a hot country, then enjoy it, because I bet you've got aircon as well. When it's hot weather here in England, it is awful because no one's got aircon. You put a fan on and it just blows around hot air. And I'm a fat chick, so I probably suffer worse than someone who was skinny. Actually, that's probably unfair to say. I think people are more susceptible to hot weather than others. Anyway, next up is also one that I've shown rather frequently. Oh, sorry, I meant to say, the memory jars, I want to finish them this year. So again, if Whip Go gets called, I'm going to be working on them like a boss. And I know this is, I'm probably not going to do all this, but I want to set the bar high because I need to get on with it. And I know I'll just crack on and crack on and crack on. So even if I don't complete the goal, I'll get some bloody good progress on it. So next up is this beautiful kit called Moon Maiden by Jan Lynn. And it is done on 14 count Ada. I'm not going to get it out of the hoop, I'm afraid, because I'm lazy. But I've got some pretty good progress on this one so far. As you can see, I've nearly completed the moon. Is that the right way around? No, it's not. I've practically completed the baby, apart from the head. So I have made some amazing progress on this. And this is one that I know if it gets called 1 month and I have to finish it, it will get done. I think the only time I'm going to come across troubles is if 2 come up that are so far from being finished that I want to get finished. If there's 2 of them in 1 month, then it's going to probably feel near on impossible to finish both of them. Like I said, I won't be too disappointed because as long as I get good progress. So yeah, make progress, that's the goal. Pack that away. What time we at? I've got 20 minutes left on my phone and a whole other box full of projects. I can do it. I believe in myself. I just need to stop rambling. So last up from my finishes box is this very cute Merry Christmas owls. It looks blurred. Is my camera blurred? That's a bit more focused. And I showed this not that long ago. My goal is to finish the whole thing this year. When I say this year, I mean 2023. Okay, so this is my progress so far. So there are 5 owls all in all, and I finished 1. So there's 5 owls, and then it says Merry Christmas. This is just done on what the kit came with, which I believe to just be 14 count Ada. And I'm pretty happy with my progress on this one, actually. I think it's very cute. So the goal is for it to be finished by next Christmas. But that being said, if it gets called for December next year, then it might not be finished. It might be Christmas 2024 that is hung on my wall. But we shall see what happens with that. Right. We get a bit of a numb bum. Sat wherever, really. Right, put that away. Next box. I think this is much more fun because a lot of it's heaven left. So I'm just gonna scoop it all out again. I might have to go through these a bit quicker because I have exactly 20 minutes, so I will talk a bit quicker. I just found all my finishes. It's ridiculous how many finishes I have in here. not framed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 finished pieces that I'm not framing. I'll get around to it eventually. So first up on my whip parade, well not first up, but first up on my ones that I know I won't finish. Or did I, is this supposed to be a finish? This should be in the other box. So this one is my bothy cow, which is very, very, very cute. I can't get over how quiet my child is. He's literally sat next to the phone here. Right, anyway, this is my progress on the bothy cow. So this one will probably be relatively difficult to finish in a year because I haven't actually done that much. However, we're going to give it a good go. Next up, these are all ones I've shown relatively recently. Next up is my anchor kit of owls. What's that? And I think they're adorable. And this is done on 28 count fabric, even weave probably. Certainly not linen. And that is my progress so far, which, that's an owl's face and a little hangy down. There you go. So my goal on this one is also to finish. I thought I'd sorted these out efficiently, but evidently not. So maybe I've just set my goals, finish everything, finish it all, get it all out of the way. But considering I've just done the face of one owl, that could be quite difficult. But really there's not much to it, is it? They're not even full owls. And then just the leaves around it. I've just had a notification on my phone that Jeep Girl has a new video. Hi Jeep Girl! I'll be watching that later. There's that. Next up is my Joy Sunday. Beautiful hedgehog, which is always really hard to show because I'm printed. And again, I think this was one that I said I want to finish. So I've obviously not split them up properly because now I'm having a quick look. Finish, 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 finish. I just think that I'm going to be able to finish like 20 projects this year. That's where I am at so far. Yeah, so my whipcoat board, I've obviously just been really overzealous, to be honest, looking at it now. However, like I said before, I'm going to keep it like that and see how many I can get done, because it's exciting. And basically, I'm trying to save lots of money this year, so I'm not going to be going out very much. So that just means I should get lots of projects completed. So next up is a cross stitch called The Girl Sat on the Dragon Reading the Book. And this is also a dreaded Joy Sunday. And I'm a bit concerned with this one. I'm scared the colours aren't going to be correct, etc. Well, I've set the goal to, I think I just set the goal at finishing the girl. I can't even find it on my whipcoat board. Dragon Girl. So my goal on this one is to do 30 hours. So, and my progress, obviously I couldn't set this to finish because that's my progress so far. There is no way I'd finish that in a month. So, yeah. Alright, we're at 14 minutes left before my phone will cut us out. So, hurrying up, hurrying up. Right, next up is Babysitting by Linda Ravenscroft. It's a Heaven and Earth, and I'll insert the picture now. And I've shown this quite recently too. Try and get the little hangies out of the way. This is my progress so far. I think I've made great progress with this. I can feel myself rushing. It's probably gonna hinder me in the long run. Let's see what we can do. Put it away. And my goal on this one, I think, where is it? Babysitting. 10,000 stitches. 10,000 stitches is a lot, considering I tend to only get about 100 stitches on a good evening. But I'm going to just zoom in and try and do block colours as much as I can to bulk those stitches out. Next up is a relatively recent new start. You'll remember this one. This is Tag Along. I can't remember who it's by. I think it's by Hannah Lynn, and I'll put the picture here. And this is my start so far. Not a great deal of progress. I don't know where to put it. And this is on 32 count even weave. You can't really see it because the light's shine through, but it's a water effect, which I thought was very apt for the mermaid penguin girl. I thought it fit in nicely. Just trying to get through this. We can get through this. 12 minutes before my camera cuts out. Next up is one that I'm not going to take out the hoop, but it is Cradled by Moonlight. I believe it's by, I want to say Molly Harrison, and I'll put a picture in now. And this is my progress so far. And my progress on this is a page finish. So it's another full-size page, and I've only done a tiny little bit of the moon and a little bit down here. However, I know a lot of this page is mainly the whites from the moon. So again, quite block colour. I think a page in a month should be achievable. So that's that one. I can't believe how quiet my child's being. Next up is this beauty. And my Whip Go goal for this one is just, everything's glaring through, is just to finish the hot air balloons, not the scenery underneath. And this is my progress so far. This is just on a 14 count pale blue Ada. And it is by Susan Bates, the same lady who did the memory jars. She does have an Etsy shop if you did want to buy these. Or this is in April 2020 if you do have a Readly account. You could go look it up on there. Then add it to your pattern keeper. But yeah, just to finish the balloons on this one. It's so pretty. Right. Next up, oh, I've only got 2 left. Maybe I can calm down a little bit. So next up is Bo Peep. I can't remember who it's by, but it is a Heaven and Earth. I'll try and add the text in if I can remember to who it's by. And my goal for this one is a page finish. However, I have mentioned in a previous video, this is quite a small Heaven and Earth, so the whole thing is like 4 by 7 inches or something ridiculous. So I don't think a page finish would be that difficult. That being said, I've just thought, like, what if there isn't a page? Maybe it's just like a design on one page. I can't remember. But either way, I've put this down as a page finish. That's my progress so far. Pretty pathetic, I know. But yeah, a page finish. If that means the whole thing, then so be it. Because I don't think there's like hundreds of thousands of stitches on it. But to get Heaven and Earth done in 1 month would be pretty impressive. Can you not do that, please? He's got a habit of biting everything at the moment. And he's biting my my fabric cases. Anyway, very last up is another Janlin kit. The very, very beautiful Daisy Girl. And I love this one. And the goal with this Daisy Girl, the goal for this is just to finish the girl and not the flowers around her. And my progress so far on this one, sorry, there is a thread, a hangy thread, there always is this. So I don't think like just finishing the girl would be too hard to do in a month. So fingers crossed I can achieve that. And there it is. That's all 21 of my current whips. I will be adding 2 more throughout the year because 2 of my whip goes are to start a new project. My only goal that doesn't actually have, apart from the new starts, that doesn't have a project name on it, is to work 10 hours on the project with the least stitched on it. So if that was to get called next month, for example, probably the thing with the least stitched on it would be the Dragon Girl one I showed you. So I would work 10 hours on that. Where are you going? How lucky is this though? Just about finished my video. My child is... Ooh! I nearly missed one. It's in a pillowcase. It is fabulous. And it is Toil by Melanie Dillon from Heaven and Earth. I'll put a finished picture in now. And I think it's the most fabulous thing I've ever seen in my life. And my progress so far is this. So there are a lot of black stitches on this one. And for this one, it's 32 count easy grid fabric. I'm now doing tent stitch, 2/1 tent stitch. And I mean, let me know, but I don't think you can really tell that I've switched from full cross to tent stitch. I think it's so early on that it doesn't matter. And I've got this fabulous massive Q-snap now, which is really hard to use. So I'm sat there like, but yeah, I need to get a stand. I think my boyfriend's going to buy me a Lowry stand for my birthday in March, so that'll be a very welcome present. So hopefully this one doesn't get called before then. But yeah, there you have it. Now that's all my whips for the year, bar the 2 new starts that I'm going to have. Like I said, one of them's going to be the Nora Corbett. I haven't decided on the other one yet. I have so many Heaven and Earth charts and magazine charts and kits that I could start. So unless I see any charts between now and New Year, I'm going to have to use what I've got already. So, Sidney, do you want to be in the video? Come here. Come and say hello.
Hello.
We've got 4 minutes left on our video. Look, come here.
Let's video.
What's my video been about? Can you say cross stitch?
Cross stitch.
Cross stitch. What's your favourite cross stitch? My Simon Sam cross stitch. He knows, cheeky boy.
Sam, big fires a minute.
He does put out big fires in a minute. Right, so I'm gonna just say thank you very much for sticking with me throughout this video, and thank you for returning if you're a returner, and if you're new, thank you for joining us, and I hope you stick around. And going forward, I'm hoping my videos are going to be a bit more organised. They're probably going to be just the 2 projects of the month that I'm showing off, maybe a bit of haul. However, if I've completed my goals, then obviously that gives me time to work on other things before their month is called for the whip go. I look forward to watching more of your Flosstubes. I'm actually back at work tomorrow, so it does mean I have a little bit less time to do these things, but it's been nice to be off for Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll film in about a week's time. And yeah, hopefully the Ripples one that I'm working on will be a Whip Go goal finished by then. If I do get to finish the goal of a page finish, I'll probably just carry on working on it. This year I'm going to get as much done as possible. So, anyway, waffling now. My video will cut out. I've got 4 minutes, but bye-bye. See you again soon.